This is Chris Bonaeus. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bonaeus, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. It'll all be down there in the description box. And I am here to do my WWE Clash of the Castle 2022 predictions. So here we go, discussing about Clash of the Castle. Now, for Clash of the Castle, it will be airing this Saturday at 1 p.m., pretty much where I'm at, Eastern time. So yeah, it'll be airing at that time, which I'll be discussing about it. Obviously, I'll be doing my reviews and stuff. So yeah, look out for that. Same for AEW All Out. I'll be talking about that. If you want me to, I'll do a predictions video on All Out as well. I wouldn't know when that will come out, but I'll probably talk about All Out as well. But if you're wondering, now SmackDown comes on tomorrow night. I will be talking about SmackDown as well. So yeah, look out for that. And if any matches did get announced for SmackDown, I'll probably have to back up and talk about it or something. I'll see what I can do. But I haven't read the spoilers and stuff because SmackDown was taped, but I haven't read nothing about it. But yeah, here we go, discussing about Clash of the Castle. I think there's 5 matches on this match card. So I think all these matches are going to be a good lengthy matches at least. But here we go, discussing about the first match. And this one's a big one that I'm going to be talking about. The Intercontinental Champion, Gunther, versus Sheamus. 1-on-1 for the Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, the IC title is now finally being defended at a pay-per-view. I think this is the first time this year that the IC title is finally being defended at a fucking pay-per-view. So yeah, this is the first time it's being defended at a pay-per-view, and you know what? I think, like I said, this match is going to be a great one. They're going to both, obviously, beat the hell out of each other, brawling and all that stuff. So yeah, obviously they're going to both be beating the hell out of each other. But I can see some stuff going down with, like, Ridge Holland, Butch, and Ludwig Kaiser. Like, they're going to be brawling outside the ring. But in this match, I think Gunther will be the one retaining the IC title. Now, like I said, Sheamus has been doing great, and it will be great to see Sheamus actually winning the Intercontinental Championship, because then he'll become a Grand Slam champion. He won pretty much every single title on the main roster except the IC title. But like I said, it would be great to see Sheamus win the IC title. Who knows, he could win. But I don't see Gunther dropping it. He had a title defense against Ricochet and Shinsuke. He beat both of them. And he's still undefeated, too. So, I can see Sheamus winning the Intercontinental Championship sometime down the road. But I don't see him winning it this Saturday. So, yeah, I'll go with Gunther retaining the IC title. Now, the next match we're going to be talking about, it will be the Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, teaming up with Alexa Bliss and Asuka to take on the team of Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky in a 6-women's tag team match. Now, this match is going to be a great one. This is star-packed talent right here. Yeah, with everybody going at it and stuff, it's been pretty cool and all that stuff. But I only see Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky winning, because it's the first ever time that all 3 of these women would be teaming up for the first ever time as a faction. So I don't see them losing in this match. So my best bet is those 3 will beat Asuka, Alexa Bliss, and Bianca. And I'll probably say that the one that'll probably get the pin on somebody will be Bayley pinning Bianca 1-on-1. I think Bayley pinning Bianca will be a good one, because if you think about it, if she's the one that pins Bianca, she'll be probably going for the Raw Women's Championship and stuff. So yeah, I think that'd be cool to see Bayley being the one that pinned Bianca in the match to finally try to get like a receiving and Raw Women's Championship match. So yeah, that's why I can see going down. Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky defeating Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka. So yeah, that's why I see going down. The next one at this pay-per-view is Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle. Now, let's be honest, we finally got Riddle to have his first name back. He's finally known as Matt Riddle. And, if you guys even noticed, Seth Rollins just got his name as Seth Rollins. There's not no Seth freaking Rollins anymore. So yeah, they took Freaking out, and that was just Seth Rollins. But yeah, this feud has been freaking great. I've seen a lot of people who have backlash with WWE about Seth Rollins pretty much referencing Riddle's wife and stuff, his ex-wife and all that stuff about getting divorced and all that stuff. If you have it, go check it out. It was pretty great in my opinion. I don't see why people was having backlash. Like, if they talked to Riddle about it and he was okay with it, it should be okay. I don't get what's the fucking issue then. But you know, people just going to complain just to sit there and complain. But that's pretty much it about that. But yeah, like I said, this feud has been freaking great. Now, this match was supposed to originally take place at SummerSlam, but then Triple H came into power and stuff, and you know what? I'm really glad that he held it off, actually. Like I said, it would have been great to see him face off at SummerSlam, but he's been building it up a lot more better than what it was, you know? It had a good build up, you know, before SummerSlam and stuff like that, but now it's like, you know, it's been built up pretty damn good. So yeah, I'm actually really glad that Triple H held this match off took it off in the SummerSlam card and placed it here. So, and they'll have a lot more time because it's like less matches on this pay-per-view card as well. But yeah, I'm really glad about that. But when I'm seeing who can win this match, it'll be Seth Rollins. Because, let's be honest, Seth Rollins has even won a fucking pay-per-view match at all this year. You know, he never wrestled at SummerSlam. He lost Money in the Bank. He lost at WrestleMania, Hell in a Cell, Backlash, what else? Elimination Chamber. I think the only match he won was at the Royal Rumble this year against Roman Reigns. But he won by DQ. So, you know, pretty much he hasn't even won at all. By pinfall or submission at least. So yeah, I can see Seth Rollins being the one to beat Riddle this Saturday at Clash of the Castle. That's what I'm betting on, so yeah. And then we go into the next women's match. It will be the SmackDown Women's Champion, Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler, 1-on-1 for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, this match, I can see like a little screw job going on here. Like how they did with Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan's match at SummerSlam, where Liv Morgan pretty much pinned Ronda's shoulders down to the mat and she tapped out at the same time. Now, I don't see that same exact finish happening. I could probably see, like, you know, maybe like Shayna Baszler trying to lock on the Kukita clutch, maybe, and then Liv kicking off the turnbuckles going into a pin. I can see that happening, but you know, probably that's the only way I could see happening. Or somehow Shayna got disqualified and she lost her chance or whatever. But who I see winning this match, it'll be Liv Morgan. I don't see Liv Morgan dropping the title because right now, even though it will be great to see Shayna Baszler become the SmackDown Women's Champion because how dominant she is, right now is not a good time, actually, if you think about it. Because Shayna, she was floundering on the main roster for way too long before she had this chance. What I would say is Liv Morgan be the one to beat Shayna Baszler, and then Shayna Baszler just beats the hell out of her after the match. Like, straight up destroy Liv Morgan. Show that killer instinct that she had that Ronda Rousey was talking to her about a few weeks ago on SmackDown. And then you could build her back up as that killer person and beat a lot of people on the roster and then go for the SmackDown Women's Championship again later on. So yeah, I can see that happening. So yeah, I'll go with Liv Morgan defeating Shayna Baszler to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then after the match ends, like Shayna Baszler is the one to attack and pretty much destroy Liv Morgan after the match. I can see that really happening. So yeah, I wouldn't say that Shayna Baszler should win the SmackDown Women's Championship just right now, just because, you know, how her main roster run before Triple H came into power was like, you know. So, yeah. And then the next match we gotta talk about, it is Rey Mysterio and Edge with Dominic Mysterio at ringside versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest with Rhea Ripley at ringside, the Judgment Day in a tag team match. So yeah, Edge will be teaming up with Rey Mysterio for the first ever time, I think they say, in like 20 years. So yeah, back in the day, obviously, they was a great tag team. So yeah, it'll be great to see them teaming up again. But what do I think is going to be happening? Obviously, I think Dominic is going to be turning heel. Now, Dominic turning heel on Rey would be great to see, but then I see a lot of people talking about, what if Rey turned heel? Because we haven't seen him be a heel in WWE. Now, he has been a heel before, like in WCW. If you look back on it, you gotta go look back far enough because nobody remembers that shit. But it was after he got unmasked and wore devil horns or some shit like that. Just stupid crap. So yeah, we really didn't see how he is as a heel yet. It would be great to see Rey Mysterio as a heel, but I don't see that happening. I see Dominic turning heel because everybody fucking loves Rey. Nobody ain't gonna hate Rey Mysterio. So yeah, I can see Dominic turning his back on his dad and Edge, and then joining the Judgment Day, and then the Judgment Day winning the match. So yeah, I can see the Judgment Day defeating Rey Mysterio and Edge at Clash of the Castle, and Dominic Mysterio joining the Judgment Day. That's what I see happening. And now, the main event. It will be the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, one-on-one for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Now, this match will be the main event, obviously, and this match I think is going to be a really great one. Now, the match at WrestleMania a few years ago, it was not the best. It wasn't the best. But then their match at Survivor Series 2020 was way better. And then I think this match will probably be their best match. Maybe. We can see. But yeah, I see a lot of people saying that Drew will be the one dethroning Reigns as champion because Roman Reigns has finally marked 2 years as Universal Champion, going over 730 days. A little bit over that. So yeah. But I see a lot of people talking about that Drew McIntyre would be the one to win the championship. And then I see WWE pretty much deciding that they kind of want both of the titles being separate now. The Universal and the WWE Championship. So what I see happening is I can see pretty much everybody trying to interfere. Obviously, Sami Zayn and the Usos, and they get beat up by Drew McIntyre. I can see that happening. And then I can see Karrion Kross, pretty much trying to, well, not interfere directly, make a DQ, but pretty much show up and then kind of distracts Drew and then Roman winning. So yeah, I can see that happening, and then Roman Reigns picking up the win to retain the titles. But since it will be in a hard fought bout, I can see Austin Theory then coming out to cash in his Money in the Bank contract, maybe, and going after the WWE Championship. Instead of having both titles, he can go after the WWE title. And then there you go. Have Theory win the WWE title. He'll be on Raw. Roman will still have the Universal title on SmackDown. There you go. That's a good way to separate the titles. But at the same time, I kind of don't see that happening with Theory cashing in Money in the Bank, because he's still not at that top level yet to be a main eventer. So yeah, at the same time, I don't see that happening, but I do see Roman Reigns defeating Drew McIntyre to retain the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. So yeah, that's what I see happening. And yeah, those are all the matches for Clash of the Castle. I think it's going to be a great pay-per-view. I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to be talking about it. I'm going to be reviewing it. So yeah, look out for that. It'll be on the channel. Not only that, I'm creating a new TikTok page for just wrestling and stuff. So yeah, look out for that. That'll be pretty much, I'll make that sometime this week. So yeah, look out for that. But yeah, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And I'll be down there in the description box, and I'll see you guys later for this Saturday's Clash of the Castle reviews, and I'll see you guys later for this Friday's Friday Night SmackDown reviews, which is tomorrow night. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then.